OG and the main Battle Royale mode might be connected, and here's why. My theory is that the OG mode is Reality Zero, and this would fit into the timeline right after Chapter 4, Season 4. So we would go from Chapter 1 to Chapter 2, Chapter 3, to Chapter 4, then the OG mode. My reasoning for this is that Reality Zero stabilized after we messed with time, and that the 0 point is trying to return to a state that it knows, which is Chapter 1. Currently, the visitor says that he remembers this place, and he's sort of having like deja vu. My theory on why he finds this place familiar is that the 0 point took the original visitor from wherever he was, from whatever reality he was at, and it just put him in the meteor. Now, the reason why he doesn't remember the island, and he says it seems familiar, is because we saw the visitor got taken by the last reality when he was chromed back in Chapter 3, Season 4 in the trailer. And they most likely wiped his memory completely. Now, currently, in Chapter 6, Midas, Hope, and Jones have opened a portal to the 0 point in Utopia City. And the way the 0 point is being shown is the Chapter 1 version from the Unvaulting event. Meaning, this is a past version of the 0 point. We also know that Hope can predict the future with her drawings, and currently, in Supernova Academy, she has a drawing of an Overlord Spire. And it has a rocket coming out of it that looks just like one of the Seven's rockets. But we know that the last reality is directly connected to the Spirit Realm because of LEGO Expeditions. Now, you might be wondering, what does LEGO Expeditions have to do with any of this? LEGO Expeditions, I don't know a lot about it, but it does give key storyline information, and that the way that they're connected is that the Spirit Realm is connected to the Storm King, which is directly tied to the last reality. Now, the way that this is all going to connect is that Midas, Hope, and Jones will make their way to Reality Zero, as the Chapter 6 island will be corrupted by the Spirit Realm and the last reality during the Bug Invasion season. Now, since the 0 point is trying to repeat events that have already occurred, the last reality will be able to get inside of Reality Zero. And the way that they're going to enter is by the visitor. In the event, we know that there will be a red rift. The red rift could mean the Spirit Realm from Chapter 6, because the Spirit Realm is connected to the last reality. And in the original timeline, the visitor opened a sideways rift, which is how the last reality entered Reality Zero. The events will play out the same, but this time it will be the Spirit Realm invading Reality Zero instead of Kevin and the last reality. Also, to back up this theory, there is a picture of an Overlord Spire in Tilted Towers, suggesting that the Overlord Spire will be on the OG map. Since Hope, Jones, and Midas aren't key characters from Chapter 1, they will completely change the timeline the 0 point is trying to rebuild. Now, my theory about Chapter 7 is that it will take place on the OG island. And you're probably asking how all this will line up, because OG Season 5 and Chapter 6's Bug Invasion are starting on the same day, and the Rocket event is happening soon, and none of this is really going to line up. But my theory on the way this will line up is that first, it'll be the Rocket event, then it'll be the Chapter 6 Season 3 event, what's going to happen there. And after that, we'll obviously go to the Bug Invasion season, and Season 5. Now, in OG Season 5, when Kevin the Cube spawns, it will not be the Cube. It will instead be an Overlord Spire, and it will take the same route as Kevin the Cube in the original timeline. On Chapter 6's reality, the Spirit Realm would have almost completely consumed the island, And in a desperate attempt of survival, Hope, Jones, and Midas will go through a portal leading to Reality Zero. Now, the Overlord Spire will arrive at Loot Lake and make the island start to float. After that, Hope, Jones, and Midas will reach the island, leading us into Chapter 7. Now, the leading into Chapter 7 and the Overlord Spire making the island rise, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but it could still potentially happen. But anyways, guys, that's just my theory, and I know I could be completely wrong, and you guys watching in the future could laugh at me all you want, but I want to hear your guys' theories too. So if you have an interesting theory, write it down in the comment section. I'm always reading the comments. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.